Good morning, fam. We're going to be doing this 30-minute jump rope workout. I'm going to be whispering a bit, only because there are other people sleeping. I'm actually in my Airbnb right now, and just kind of like checking out my room. What I get, I put a towel underneath the door so that it stops some sound, but there are other Airbnb guests that are sleeping in other rooms across the hall from here, but you know I'm not going to let anything stop me. So we're doing the thing at it's 5:02 a.m. So I'm going to put you guys down on my on here. Like I said, making sure I keep quiet, because like, you know, I might be doing ghost roping. I have my jump rope here, but it might make too much noise. So we'll be whispering in this one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to ghost rope. So for those of you who would like to join in, we're gonna just be jumping ghost roping. And for all of you who are jumping on right now, I'm speaking at a very whisper voice because there are people sleeping in the other room right across the hall. So you all should hear me, no problem, but I want to make sure they don't hear me. So I'll be kind of whispering. I'm going to drink some quick water. You know I'm determined to always do my playouts, no matter where I am. The outside, it's very congested with cars, and there are too much distractions outside, so we're doing the play out inside. So for the 4 of you that are on right now, we are going to be whispering throughout the entire play out. It's going to be hilarious because this is going to be a different type of play out. We're going to be ghost roping. So what up, Ben? Hey, Jay. So I'm whispering right now because there are other people sleeping in the other room because it's an Airbnb that I'm in right now. Normally I'd be sleeping in the car, but because we're switching out the car today, we are having to whisper. But I'm challenging myself to see how quiet I can. Me? No. Get out of here with that. Not at all. So we're gonna be doing this ghost roping because I just realized this makes too much fucking noise. Like when it hits the ground, it's gonna hit too much. It's gonna make too much damn noise. So if any of you would like to join in on this play out and do ghost roping, we're gonna do it. What up, the goat 5579? I'm not gonna speak. I'm speaking at this volume so that the others don't wake up. It's 5:04 here a.m. in San Diego, so we're gonna be doing this thing, and I know it's gonna be kind of weird, but we're gonna do it anyways. I have my tablet here, and I'm gonna just follow along. Now, this one's a HIIT cardio workout, so we will be doing 30 seconds of ghost roping, and then there's a 10-second pause break, and then there's going to be a 20-second body weight exercise, and then another 10 seconds of rest. Big shot. If you look at his PFP, he definitely is. Sure, if you guys want to call me that, by all means. But yeah, I know that far from that, but you guys can make your assumptions. I'll let you guys be your little trolls this morning. So yeah, we're about to do this jump rope or ghost rope HIIT cardio workout. So we're gonna get to it, and you guys are hilarious. All right, 3, 2, 1, we're starting. Okay, So like I said, we're going to be ghost roping. So ghost roping is just literally just swinging your arms like this. Now, of course, it's not the same with actually using a rope, but it still has a similar effect. Like I said, I'm not going to let anything kind of stop me from doing my workout / play out. I don't care if there's, if I'm like sick in bed, I'll still do it. So having to think outside the box. Let me just move that out of the way. Bring you guys a little bit further back. All right, so we're doing pop squats. So pop squats look like this. So we're doing this for 20 seconds, and then we're going to get back to ghost roping. Also, today I'm going to be switching out my rental car. So I got to get up. I got to do this and get it done early. What's up, crazy cat? We're doing ghost roping. So I have a jump rope, but it makes too much noise, and there are other people sleeping in the Airbnb. So we are just gonna ghost rope. But you all know that I love jumping ropes, no matter what. So having to ghost rope it's different. All right, so we're gonna do rear lunge plus knee drive. So we're doing the right side. So here we go. So we're gonna do a lunge and then drive our knee and meet our left elbow. So like I said, we're just kind of doing the thing at 5:08 a.m. in my Airbnb. So we're gonna be repeating this for 2 more rounds. So we're going to be doing the left side after this. So I'm going to do jumping jacks. Now, of course, ghost roping or ropeless jump ropes have their own, con to it, which is you're not getting the feedback. But it's okay, we're doing the thing. I'm not gonna let an Airbnb stop me from doing my play out. Right now the gyms are closed, but I won't be able to go to the gym anyways today because I have to go get my rental car switched out around 7:30 this morning. So I'll be going to get whatever new rental car for the next couple days. And yeah, having to switch cars is kind of annoying, to be honest, because I booked only up until the 4th, and I required a car, otherwise I wouldn't be in the Airbnb right now. What up? Great to see you. We're doing our HIIT cardio workout with ghost roping. And again, for the 27 of you who are watching, I have to be a little quiet because there are people sleeping in the other Airbnb. It's more like a hostel Airbnb. So we're doing pop squats again. So we're repeating now for the second set. But as you can probably guess, I'm already not out of breath, but it is definitely challenging to speak quietly while doing this play out. I will attempt to use the jump rope with 1 set and see how loud it really is. But because there's a table right in front of me, the rope is gonna probably hit the table. And if I go too back, it's gonna hit the door. So I'm dealing with space. Because I've jumped rope so much, I can literally do, I feel like I'm using the rope right now. All right, so we're using our right knee, bringing it down in a lunge, and then bringing it and meeting our left elbow. So we're doing a rear lunge with knee drive. And then we'll be doing the left knee to the right elbow. So in between each exercise is 10 seconds of rest to get ready for the next one. So I'm gonna do fast skip. Imagine, like, right now I'm just imagining I have a weighted rope in my hand and it's causing my arms to feel like a little bit of jelly. So it's interesting. All right, so we're gonna be doing rear lunge again, but this time the left side. So we're gonna go down, bring our right elbow to meet our left knee. And this will be set number 2 done. And then we have one more set to do. This is fun. Having to like be quiet around because of the other guests that are sleeping in their other rooms. I'm luckily, I got my own room because this would have sucked if I had to sleep in like a dorm room. All right. So I'm doing boxer skip right now. You know me, always challenging myself to do things and get out of my, get out of my head and figure things out and get creative by doing this. For any of you who are watching, if you feel called to throw a like in the chat, that would be, or just hit the thumbs up, that would be awesome. It helps YouTube, get trained to show more of my content. Currently, right now, I'm in San Diego, for those who don't know, and I'm traveling around having a soul adventure. And it's quite the experience. So if you're interested in seeing like beaches, mountains, things like that, then definitely check out the channel. I don't usually ask anybody to hit the like button or subscribe, but it definitely does help the channel to grow. And since there's about 21 of you or so, that's all I ask, is if you just hit the thumbs up button, because YouTube rewards those who have lots of likes on their videos. But you do you at the end of the day. This is not obligated, and yeah, we're doing the rear lunge again. The one thing that is also causing me to breathe a little bit heavier is the windows are shut right now. And to open the windows is going to make so much noise. So we're dealing with like the heat of the room, which is different in contrast to when we're usually outside. Because when we're outside, we're dealing with the cold. So I get to like see, this awesome, thank you, one of my administrators. I know exactly, yeah, thank you, I appreciate that. one of you is on, so I appreciate you for doing that. Hey bro, I'm in the Airbnb right now, but I have to be whisper quiet. So I kind of messed up, but it's all good. I was supposed to jump rope there, but it's all good. Hey bro, I trust that you're doing great. Like I said, I'm not gonna let anything stop me. All right, so we're ghost roping right now. Because using the jump rope, there's no room because the desk is right in front of me, and if I go too back, it'll hit the wall, and then I'll hit the door. So I'm literally at the mercy of space. But still can do this play out. All right, since we finished the first set, now we're doing push-ups. So we're gonna be doing narrow push-ups. We're gonna be doing that for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna be doing shoulder taps for 20, and then we're gonna do swimmers for 20 seconds. So. There are like 3 other Airbnb rooms, and they're all sleeping right now because you know me, I'm waking up super early. What up, dude? So great that you're on. I have to kind of whisper right now because there's other people sleeping. Since we're indoors today, since I'm switching the car. I'll probably live stream when I get the next car. So you'll see the airport while I'm live streaming, maybe, and the next car. I had to go and like keep this car clean. I had to get it, like, I hand washed it yesterday. I had to vacuum all of it. So that was a lot of work. That's awesome. All right, so we're doing shoulder taps now. So, as I was mentioning, the windows are closed in here. To open up the windows, they make too much noise. So, I'm basically just gonna deal with a little bit of challenge here with the air that's currently in the room. So instead of us being outside, we are indoors today and tomorrow as well, because I got the Airbnb for 2 days. And then we'll be back in the car for another 8 days. And then we get to drive the Toyota Supra, and we'll be at an Airbnb for the last set of days. But again, we don't know if that's truly the last set of days or not, because anything can happen. I could extend the stay, and yeah. But for those of you who are on and you feel called, you can hit the like button because it really helps YouTube know that this channel is growing. So we're doing swimmers. So swimmers is exactly what it looks like. You're paddling basically with your hands and feet. Like I said, I don't usually ask people to subscribe or like my content. If you feel called to, you'll do it on your own. But it does really help the channel grow. And it, again, trains YouTube to know, hey, this is a channel that you might be interested in. So thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. All right, so now that we did set number 1, we're doing set number 2. You can say this is round 2 of set number 2. So I'm gonna do some high knees or running in place. Like I said, I'm gonna attempt to use the jump rope for 1 set to see. But I'm sure even me speaking like this is causing lots of noise, and they're probably like, why is he awake at this time? So I'm gonna do it no matter what. I'm not gonna let anything stop me. All right, push-ups again. So. And because I have the YouTube video muted, I have to constantly keep track of what's going on. My brothers are interacting in the chat, which is awesome. Christopher and Eric, it's amazing to see you guys always communicating and sharing love with, with one another and having a jolly old good time. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it is 5:22 a.m. here. So luckily I get to take a nice warm shower and I don't have to wait for the gyms to open up here because the gyms are open at 7 and I have to go get my rental car switched at 7:30. So that would not be smart. So I've been strategically planning my day today. Last night before going to bed, I got to watch some stuff on Disney Plus because, I have Wi-Fi. Hooray! Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck? Wi-Fi? Don't you have Wi-Fi everywhere you go? No. When you're traveling in a car, you don't have Wi-Fi, you have data. And sometimes the data is spotty at best. So staying in here gave me another perspective of like, oh my God, I got a bed again. I got my own washroom again. Well, shared washroom. I got Wi-Fi to use. I got a space where I can just relax. And so I was watching X-Men 97 on Disney Plus because I'm waiting for season 2. And man, X-Men 97, don't sleep on it. It's so good. My favorite X-Men is Wolverine. For those of you who don't know, Wolverine is Canadian, and I'm Canadian, but it's not the reason why I like him. I just like his personality and just who he is as a character. But if you haven't watched X-Men 97 yet, highly recommend to watch it. It's so cool. All right. One more set, or one more round. We're getting it. We're getting this thing done. All right, we're gonna do jumping jack. The beautiful thing is I get to have YouTube document my entire journey and see, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Like, go back and watch my own videos. It's pretty cool to watch. All right, so we're doing push-ups again. Man, I'm sweating like a beast right now because the room is so hot and the windows are closed and there's no proper air circulation happening in here. So this adds a little bit of challenge to the play out. So this is good. All right, we're gonna be almost done this next set. After this is shoulder taps. So I'm gonna do toe taps. So toe taps are like this. As you can see, I'm closer to the door now. So if I were to use the jump rope, I totally messed up there. If I was using the jump rope, well, it'd be hitting the door. And guess what? Ask and it's given. I said that the air wasn't circulating and now ventilation is coming through. So I feel cold air. So that's so hilarious. So thank you. Thank you, house. I felt the cold air just hit me just now. I was like, yes, the universe is listening. The universe is always listening. So now I don't have to worry about opening up the window. We're almost there. We got after swimmers, then we're gonna be on our final set, which will be mountain climbers, L-sit crunches, and it will also be high knees. You know, this entire time, even though I'm not using the rope, it still feels like I'm using the rope. Because usually when I'm using the rope, I don't feel like I'm using a rope, which is hilarious. All right, so we're doing swimmers again. So swimmers look like this. So this gets very taxing, but especially when you're going like super fast like this. And we are done set 2. Now we're going to be moving on to set 3. So set 3, mountain climbers, L-sit crunches, and high knees. So this focuses more on the core. So I'm going to do crisscross. See, I hit my hand on the door there. So that made a little bit of noise. Okay, so we're doing mountain climbers. Again, if you all feel called to like, go ahead and hit the like button. But again, I don't usually ask for that, but it does help the channel grow. So we're doing mountain climbers right now. Okay. Oh man, getting it, almost there. Got about like 10 more minutes or so and we're done. So I'm gonna do back to front. Change up some of the jumping. Thank God I have this microphone. Even if I'm whispering, you guys can still at least hear me. It would suck if I'm using the phone mic. Oh man, that one took it a little bit out of me. All right, we're doing toe touch. So since the closet is open, I can at least go on the side here and demonstrate. So at least there's space here, but it's too narrow to jump rope where I'm at, between the bed and the wall. Okay. It's fascinating. Usually during the day, we don't have as many people on. So it seems that YouTube likes when I'm live at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So when I'm back in Toronto, we'll see what I do with that. It's fascinating to watch the channel, like how many people show up during the day versus early in the morning. All right, we're doing high knees now. So it went from cold air to hot air. So now it's adding the challenge again. Okay, so that was round 1 of set 3 complete. So we have 2 more rounds. All right. And again, thank you, Eric, for removing some of the comments earlier. You know, I don't care if they're disrespectful to me, but because I can handle it. But if they're disrespectful to anybody else in the chat, I ain't gonna have that. I don't like seeing other people being disrespected. So I appreciate you doing that and having my back. That helps a lot, bro. So thank you. All right, mountain climbers. See, when I was in Vegas a couple years ago, me and my soul sister, we had to get a hotel room at the Flamingo. Same room, different bed. And I was like, how am I going to do my jump rope workout? Or at the time, that's what I was calling them, workouts. But I had to find a way to do it. And I did it in the bathroom. I laid like a mat to do, or a towel on the ground to do my abs. But I did basically jump rope in the hotel bathroom. It was pretty spacious. So I didn't disturb her while she was sleeping. Because I was like, I'm not going to let anything stop me and get in my way. What up, Jeannie? Grateful for you for being on. Kind of in an Airbnb right now and have to be kind of whisper quiet because other people are sleeping. Quiet time is between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. here. So it's only I think it's 5:30 now. So we're getting our play out in. And I get to at least have this on record that I did it at an Airbnb. So thank you for jumping on, Jeannie. I appreciate you. All right. We're almost done round 2. We have high knees to do. Don't underestimate ghost roping. Just because you may not have space, that doesn't mean you can't do this. I'm showing that you can do a play out anywhere as long as you're determined to get it done. All right, now we're doing high knees, and then we will be finishing round 2, and then we have one more round to go. Underneath the door, or by the door, I put a towel because there's a gap. So I'm blocking out some of my noise because these walls are very paper thin. Like I can hear when the other people are having conversations. Last night, I was like, shit, how am I gonna sleep with that noise? But I still fell asleep. All right. That's what I was going to do. I was like, Brain, what are you doing? We're doing this. Sort of the hopscotch, side to side. So tomorrow we're also going to be doing another play out here because we're here for another night. We're going to be just doing a cardio workout, which is easy enough to do here. Plus I'm getting the test to see, you know, how this one goes. And if this one went well, and I don't hear any complaining about, hey, he made too much noise this morning, then I'm good. Oh my God, I'm sweating like madly here. The heat came on now. I thought it was gonna be AC, but it's not. So we're just adding to the challenge of the room getting hotter. At least I got a little bit of temporary relief with the AC that turned on for like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. But now the heat's on, so. Okay, 2 more exercises. So, man, getting it. Thank God for this microphone. It's one of the best investments I've made. I finally got to charge it up yesterday. And I went and took the car and got it car washed, and I vacuumed inside, and when I came back it was fully charged. And I haven't charged this thing since I left Toronto. That's almost 3 weeks ago. It's crazy. This microphone is awesome. So this microphone has been one of the best investments I've purchased, next to the gimbal. I'm gonna read the comment shortly, but hello to all of you who are messaging in the chat that I haven't acknowledged yet. I acknowledge your message. I can see them, but I can't see who said what because I'm a little bit far from the phone. But I acknowledge your messages. So let's see. Griffin Solo Sido said nice, and then Aphrodite, love your workout routine. Thank you. I'm grateful for you. All right, we're gonna run this one out. We're doing a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have accomplished the 30-minute jump rope play out. Man, we have 10 minutes of abs to do, and then, yeah, wow. Just so you all know, I'll just take you guys around quickly. This is the Airbnb room that I'm just like chilling in right now. It's very quiet, it's very quaint. I had to bring all that stuff from the car. That's the sleeping bag that I've been using in the car, and all my other stuff, and organize my shit. So because I'm switching out my rental car today, I had to move all the stuff out and take this Airbnb, because if I didn't, well, I'd have to find a place to store my stuff. That's the whole reason why I took this Airbnb in the first place. That was a good play out. I'm sweating buckets right now. So yeah, there's a towel underneath by the door to block out some noise. Had to think outside the box. All right, we're gonna do an ab play out now. So I'm gonna just fire up an ab routine. I think this one's gonna be good. Okay, let me pause it for a moment. But yeah, I'm so grateful for all 20 of you, or however many people are here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And you know, like I said, I don't ask anybody to like or subscribe, but if you feel called to do that, please go ahead, because I'm here to inspire you, and I'm here to remind you of your divinity, your sovereignty. But yeah. It really does also help the channel grow. Anytime a YouTuber says, hey, like and subscribe, it does help their channel. So like, if you find it inspiring, or you find any of this of value to you, go ahead and subscribe. But again, I don't usually ask for that stuff, but I'm gonna get into the practice of like asking, because there's a quote that somebody gave me a while ago, and they said, a closed mouth can't be fed. So what does that mean? It means that if you don't ask, you will never know. So, yeah, a closed mouth can't be fed. So if you don't ask, you can't get a yes or a no, because you're not asking. And sometimes when you ask, it's given. Other times, not so much. But yeah, we're gonna go and finish this up. Man. Sweating buckets right now. It's crazy. This is awesome. I'm paying this play out with sweat equity right now. So we're gonna go finish this ab play out, and then I'm gonna chat with you all for just a little bit, and then we're gonna be done. I have to go take a shower, and I have to get out of here and drive 25 minutes towards the airport and gas up the car, and then find the rental return area, and then, yeah, making sure everything is good, and then go and get the other rental car. So a little bit of process today, a little bit of so if this might be my only live today, then cool. If not, I will be back later on with the rental car, but we'll see what happens. Okay. I have to definitely take my backpack with me because I put everything in there. I gotta make sure I put my gimbal in my bag. So that's priority. And making sure my microphone is also back in the bag. All right, let's go do this thing. So I'm gonna bring the tablet towards me now on the ground so that I can see what's going on. So we're doing leg switches first. So this is perfect because there's an open space between the closet here. So each exercise is for 50 seconds with a 10-second rest in between. So we're just getting this ab play out done. I know my head is behind this like bar here. So I'm attempting to move a little bit more. Awesome. So we're doing reverse crunches. So for those who are doing this ab play out with me, make sure if your lower back is not flat to the mat, to put your hands underneath your butt to give your lower back some support so it could be flat. But for those who are more advanced, you can keep your hands to the side like this and do this. It took me a while when I was learning to do these exercises properly to finally get my back lower, like flat on the mat or on the ground. It used to arch. Thing is, when it's arching, you're not really targeting your core. You're more working on your back muscles. All right, so we're doing leg lowers. So we're going to be bringing the legs down and back up. So like this. So I'm definitely keeping my hands underneath my butt area so that I can keep my back a little flat here. This is awesome. The one thing the Airbnb host made sure to remind me of in her text is not to take long showers. And normally I don't take long showers, but at the gym, I've been kind of abusing the long shower. So here I have to be like I'm at home back in Toronto. We're conserving water because California has a water issue where, you know, that's the side effect. By the way, we're doing bicycles of living here is it doesn't rain here often. So when it rains, especially in certain places in the mountains where it's a little bit harder to get water, it's sort of like it's like a miracle. So the water actually comes from a different state that's not from California, like majority of places in California. That's why water is, when you're living here, water is expensive. But I don't use the word expensive. It's cost. There's a high cost of living here. But if other people are doing it, then so can I. But I'll be water conscious, essentially, while I'm taking my shower. I'll set a timer for like 5 minutes, jump in, do the thing, and then jump out. I've actually showered like that before for like a whole year in Toronto, because like water there, even though it's not expensive or it's not too much. My parents, they complain about, hey, you're using too much water. So, the thing is, like, that has a little bit of poverty mindset there, but, also, I don't like to be wasteful either. So, it's knowing the balance. So we're doing frog crunches here. We're bringing our elbows to meet our knees. And we're crunching. And for anybody that left anything in the chat, I'm grateful for you. But I think everybody is just watching right now. Okay, so we're doing single leg extensions. So single leg is essentially you're bringing one leg up and then one leg down. And then you can add a little bit of extra movement by bringing your head upwards while your leg is going down. So it gives you more resistance on your core muscles. Tonight, I definitely have to do some laundry. So after my day, wherever I go today, I'm gonna come back to this Airbnb and find a close enough laundromat, because they don't allow anyone to use the laundry here. And yeah, the one thing that this adventure has been reflecting back at me is having to be resourceful and figure shit out on the fly. Like right now, like how I'm doing this workout play out, I have to become resourceful and figure out how do I make sure I don't talk too loud and, make sure that not too much noise is leaving the room or leaks out. Then the space. And then of course, like when I brought in my stuff yesterday and then finding the car wash. So like there's a lot to this whole like trip. But it's teaching me, well, it's not even teaching, because we don't learn anymore, because we always remember and realize and become re-aware of things. Our soul already knows everything. Our finite mind does not know everything. It's our finite mind that gets in the way. We were doing heel taps there, just so you all know. So apologies if I'm not explaining things. So we're going to be doing plank tucks. But yeah, this journey has been really eye-opening with becoming resourceful. Some days I'm sleeping in the car and figuring out like logistics with that. Where to sleep and where is it safe. Other times I'm in an Airbnb like this. Then like finding a place to clean your clothes and brush your teeth in the evening time, because I don't go to bed without brushing my teeth. So I find like a restaurant and I go and brush my teeth, and it's a very humbling experience. I see other people doing it, and now I have the perspective of what they have to do. Again, very humbling experience. We're going to be doing spider crunches now. So spider crunches, you're on your forearm, and you're bringing your knee to meet your elbow on both sides. So one at a time. So left and then right. We're almost there. This is the final exercise. So basically you're in a plank doing spider crunches. Why they call spider crunches, I have no idea. But maybe it's because of the movement of your legs. 10 more seconds. And we finished. Oh man, that was good. You know, the beautiful thing too is I can keep all my stuff fully charged up. And I have like these long cables. So I can move my like tablet to the bed. Man, that was great. Thank you, tablet, as always. Wow, there's still 22 of you. That's pretty cool. What time? It's 5:52 a.m. So it's still pretty dark here, but it's gonna start brightening up soon. So I'm just bringing you guys down. That was awesome. Actually, I'm gonna sit by the bed. By the way, the mirror is like right there. What up? I'm silly at times. Man, that's crazy. That was crazy. But we're done. So that makes me happy to finish this play out. And I said I was gonna use a jump rope, but there's no way. There's some hooks on the wall. The rope would have probably caught the hooks. So yeah, no way to do the jump rope in here unless I have the bed move towards the window or something. The one thing I'm becoming aware of, excuse me, still have a little bit of phlegm left, but the one thing that I'm becoming aware of is how Airbnbs, like how they set shit up here. So it's giving me an idea when I have my space and maybe do Airbnb in my penthouse. The small details go a long way. Let's see what Justin said. Good morning, brother. I did all my laundry the other day. I didn't have the strength to fold it, so I sat in a large pile on my bed overnight, and I cuddled up against there. I said, "Hey, that's all good, bro. I'm I'm grateful to be back in a room to have an actual like bed, and get to sleep in a room and have Wi-Fi. So I'm not using my data right now to do this live stream. So basically, yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty cool. Man. But yeah, I gotta get that laundry done later on today. Tomorrow we gotta be out of here by 11 a.m. Yeah, tomorrow at the 5th of January. I'm doing great, bro. Minus the phlegm that's still left. I'm doing great. But yeah, this, like being in the room, I'm grateful to have yeah, I'm doing, I knew you were gonna, I knew you said well. I even though you didn't write the word, I knew what your intention was, so thank you, brother. Again, this is teaching me, not teaching. Why am I using the word teach? I need to really get that out of here. This is reminding me of being grateful and appreciative of the simple things like a bed, Wi-Fi, a bathroom to use, like a somewhat private bathroom, even though there are other Airbnb guests using it as well, which, by the way, I'm going to end the live stream in about 5 minutes, so it's officially an hour long. That way, you know, I'm up before they are and I can get my shower in and I'm not waiting for them. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to have these little things that I have back in Toronto, but being away from it has taught me to be really grateful. Oh my God, I have a bed. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for Wi-Fi, the simple things like that. Being able to just get a glass of water, things like that, like filling up my water bottle. Exactly, you don't know what you have until it's gone. Precisely, brother. That's exactly the thing that I was attempting to say, but you shared it, so I'm grateful for you for sharing that. You don't know what you have until it's gone. So true. So, again, thank you to this Airbnb for being very awesome. I got to see how they do things and how everything's so organized, and like there's locks in the room, like they have like instructions everywhere. So this like gives me an idea of like, this is what I could do for my Airbnb in the future. Damn, my bad, I hit the mic there. Yeah, it's awesome to have these perspectives. So I'm really, really grateful. It's almost 6 a.m. here, and I will jump off in like 3 minutes and make sure I can get into the shower first, because again, there are other Airbnbers here. There's like 3 other Airbnbers in their own rooms. Yeah. Did you say you live in a penthouse in Toronto? So this is how I'm saying this. So Justin, I live in a penthouse in San Diego. So like that's the internal world. Whatever your internal world is, it will eventually reflect into the outer world, because you know, in the 3D world it takes time for things to materialize. But I did flex and say I live in a penthouse, but in San Diego. And I know exactly where it is. I know what it feels like. I know what it looks like. There's a YouTube video that I had on repeat for hours per day, watching it over and over and over, and knowing like how you walk in, and I can see everything in my mind, and I don't even believe I know that I have it already. The true art of manifestation is internally shifting to a degree in which you're no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. You're either good with it or without it. So that means that whether I have the penthouse physically or I don't have the penthouse, or I do have the penthouse physically, I'm good either way. So like in my inner world, I have it. So it's not like, oh my God, I wish I had it, or I want it, or I need it. None of that. I already have it within. Already have it within, and that's it. It's real. Same with the relationship, same with all the resources that I have, all of it. Welcome back, bro. I'll be jumping off in like a minute or so, because I gotta jump in that shower, because if the other Airbnbers get in, I'll have to wait. So I'll be jumping off in like a minute. But thank you again for earlier for removing some of the comments. It's okay that they said what they said, but you know, we ain't got time for that nonsense on our channel. So I appreciate you for stepping in and removing. You used your gut and you removed it, so thank you for that. So yeah, I'm gonna go shower. So like I said, I had to like move all my stuff out of the car yesterday. Like all the stuff is there on the side, and now I have the car empty. It's fully clean. Yeah, exactly. Just envision it. It's all about envisioning and feeling it as real and in the now, because that's the other thing. You have to put emotional conviction, energy that it already exists in the now. And yes, being rude is not necessary, but you know, we live in a world where people are where they are, and that's their frequency. Because the world has shown them they should be rude, or somebody was rude to them, so they are gonna do it back, or be trolls. You know, there are people who are awesome and polite, like you guys. So it's you are where you are in your frequency, and yeah, make your dreams come true. Exactly, and those dreams will become reality. This is why I'm doing all this documentation. Um, yeah, it's all possible. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you soon. All right, brother. I love you, Justin, and I will see you again. And Eric, I love you, and thank you for again jumping on and taking care of that. But for everybody else, I love you all. I'm gonna be jumping off now. I'm gonna go get that shower in before the other Airbnbers wake up because it's 6:02 now, and I gotta get going because I gotta get back. I gotta bring the car back by 7:30, and we're gonna get the next rental car. I don't know what car I'm gonna get because it's whatever's available. So it's gonna be a fun day. After I get the rental car, I'll see if I can go live. I don't know where I'm going today because my priority right now is to get that rental car. Like switch between the two. Like send this one back, get it gassed up, make sure everything's good, and then go get the other one and deal with that. So, all right. I love you all very, very much. You all have an amazing day or night wherever you are on our beautiful planet. I know some of you are in like Australia and New Zealand, so like it's a whole other time zone there. But for those of you who are in like the afternoon and the evening time, have a great, amazing day ahead. I will be back on later, depending on how long it'll take to get this next rental car. And yeah, we're just adding to the experience. So with that, remember, you are the master creator. Everything that you desire already exists in the here and the now, and creation is finished. Meaning, all your dreams and desires already exist in the now. You just have to feel it and know that you already have it, not want it or need it, because that comes from a place of lack. You have it. And your heart, may this heart, your heart, the heart that was created before your brain, the first organ, may this heart be your guiding key, always. All right, with that, my phone's still at 100% because I have it plugged in, and I got to use Wi-Fi for this live stream, so I didn't have to use data. Woohoo! Managing data, because Canada has no unlimited data packages, which sucks so badly. So bad. But anyways, managing the fact that I got to use Wi-Fi for this live stream, awesome. But yeah, I'm off. I love you all, and I will see you later on. Bye, y'all. And thank you all for coming on.